All right, people, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed your day so far. Well, I am not enjoying my day because why? Real Madrid is knocked out of the UCL. Arsenal beat us 5-1 on aggregate. A score of 5-1 on aggregate is insane. The fact that we only scored one goal across both ties is even more crazier. But hey, man, we're just gonna get into everything, unpack it, and we'll see where we go from there. This game was kind of, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm actually kind of tired talking about the same thing over and over and over again when it comes to Real Madrid. And how many times, like, do we have to say the problems? What the problems are? The squad is unbalanced. What, especially when it comes to the attack. How many times have I said that this attack is never going to work because the players just don't they don't fit. They have zero chemistry, and how many times have I said that? How many times have I complained about somebody ghosting and somebody having a terrible performance? Huh? How many times have we said that the manager needs to actually implement some tactics? The manager needs to do something, huh? I don't. I'm like, we said it time and time again, and it's the same story. The I do want to talk about Carlo today, and I want to talk about also, but the main problem, the main person if we're being real and honest with ourselves, the main person that we have to talk about today is Florentino Perez. Because Real Madrid, I believe we won the league with 95 points last year, with like two with two losses. We did the double, of course. We did lose in the Copa del Rey, but that's fine. If we're being honest, it's not fun, but it is what it is. Especially when you win the UCL and La Liga, right? And there was actually clear problems that there was plenty of times where you could have seen that maybe we need to bring in certain players and just to like kind of reset things. You know, maybe buy a defender, buy a striker because Joselu was leaving. And you know what Florentino Perez decided to do? He decided to go out and sign Kylian Mbappe. That was his big signing. Kylian Mbappe. Now you're gonna say it's Mbappe. He's arguably the best player in the world. And if we didn't have the players that we had on our team, then I would say yes, you sign Mbappe. But the fact that you have two other left wingers on your team, why would you decide to sign another one? It never made any sense, and it kind of felt like it was maybe like a fetish or a dream of Florentino Perez that he had to sign Mbappe. And he's chased it for a while now, ever since 2017. He tried to buy him from Monaco. He tried to offer 180 million to PSG, and he finally got him on the free. And guess what he did? He gave him an insane signing on fee, gave him insane wages, and yeah, that's what he did. And it ruined the entire attack. It ruined the entire synergy of the team because last year you had Vinny and Rodrigo as your two strikers. You had Jude crashing the box, and then you had your two high flying fullbacks. Well, not two. You had your one high flying fullback, and you had your controller in Cruz, and then you had your runners around Tony Cruz, and the system was perfect, and things like that, right? Now you compare it to this season where you have three left wingers. They're all short. Like I said, they're all short. Mbappe is the tallest at 5'10". You know what? So when you do get in those in certain games when you can't break a team down, you know what you do? You cross the ball and you hope for the best, right? You do what it's called the cross and inshallah, basically cross and pray, right? Guess what? When you have a bunch of 5'10", 5'9", 5'7" attackers, what do you think is going to happen? They're not going to win the aerial duels, right? That's not. They're gonna lose all those duels, and that's what's happened today. Like we came into this game planning for basically just crossing the ball. I believe we had over 30 crosses today, and we probably won like what, five of them, three of them, six of them at best. And it was a straight up horrible match, in my opinion. And I'm trying to not be too negative, but at the same time, it's like it's very unfair. It's like I guess the way I looked at it before this game even was played, I looked at it as a win-win because it was either we were gonna see a legendary comeback, or some changes was going to have to be made, and now changes are going to be needed to be made because, in my opinion, the manager has to go. He has to go because he clearly is not tactical enough to fix this attack, to fix this team. You look at some of these players on in the starting 11. You have Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Valverde, Rudiger, Chouameni, Asensio. You tell me some Courtois. You tell me a competent manager with actual tactical what's it called, with actual tactical sense wouldn't get something out of this team. Arsenal have zero striker, yet I'm seeing them still perform to their best. I'm still seeing them give it a go. I'm still seeing them work hard. But yet, when you look at what Real Madrid is doing, it's a night and day. Like you can see that one team is prepared tactically, and you can see the other team can shrink the passes together. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, your midfield is not technical enough." Was Liverpool midfield technical enough with Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, and Wijnaldum? No. So why can't Chilmany, Valverde, and Jude be good enough? In my opinion, they're good enough. It's up to the manager to figure out a system to get the best out of them. And this is not me putting all the blame on the manager, but at some point, you have to show up. You think Arteta has a perfect squad? No, he doesn't. Just because you don't have a perfect squad, that is the excuse you. That is the excuse you from the way you should be coaching. The like. I'm sorry. Like I'm seeing way too many excuses for this guy. The squad. The way the squad is built does not should not be your only deterrent to losing games. Should not be the main reason why you're losing games. You know what Arteta did? He went and found Miles Scully in his academy. He went and transformed a midfielder to a striker. All right, that's what he did. That's what he did. Why can't we do that with our fullbacks? Why can't we do that with our striker situation? I don't get it. And you know the thing that even makes me more mad is when I see him bringing on Endrick and he's putting him at right wing instead of putting him at striker and putting Mbappe at right wing. Clearly, that should be something you should think about, right? But no, he decides to put Endrick at right wing where he's never played before. For what? It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, this manager is very coolest, and I'll be glad when he's gone. When the official news hits, I will celebrate. I'll buy some pizza. I'll buy some whatever. I'll probably drink some beer. I'll do something when he's gone. The excuses, put them in the bag. Put them in the bag. This is Real Madrid. I've never seen, and like I said, another change that needs to be made is Rodrigo. Rodrigo's probably gonna have to go. As a left winger, he's a brilliant player, but as a right winger, come on now. Come on now. Not good enough. Mbappe. If it was up to me, Mbappe would be gone. If it was up to me, he would be gone. But guess what? We're probably stuck with him, so now we have to figure out a system for him and Vinny to play well together. Maybe a new manager can do that. Maybe he can't, and we'll go on from there. Alaba should be getting the Eden Hazard treatment. Buy him out. I don't care how much money you have to pay. You buy him out. He cannot be at this club next year. You buy another center back next year. So next year your rotation will be Asensio, Rudiger, and let's say you buy Dean Hugh Hutchinson, whatever his name is. You buy Dean, and then you have Juan Martinez coming back. That's four good center backs plus Chilmany as your emergency center back. You're good. Then you need two new fullbacks. You absolutely need a left back. At minimum, Mendy should be gone. at minimum. If it's not his play, it's his availability. So one or the other is either terrible. So it's time to go. Fred Garcia, if he stays, he stays. But honestly, he can go too. I wouldn't be mad at it. Lucas Vasquez, he can go too. Honestly, like these guys, not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough in my opinion. When your goalkeeper is coming out and saying things like, "We should have crossed less. We should have tried other things." You know what he's trying to say? Maybe we should have been more tactically, uh, but we should have been better tactically. We should have tried to play down the middle. We should have tried to play down the wings and try to maybe a cutback goal. Try to do something. It's not every day cross inshallah and hope for individual brilliance to bail you out, in my opinion. Anyway, these players have been embarrassing this season. The season has been an embarrassment, and it's not just the manager, it's not just the players, it's the board. It's at all three levels: the scouting, the whoever is buying the players, whoever is giving players contract. All of them have been horrible. Every single part of the club has been horrible this season, and it needs to be fixed. This is Real Madrid at the end of the day. We mediocre mediocrity is not accepted. That's all I had to say on this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. God bless y'all.